It was my 4-year-old daughter, when I first lost my sight, who made me discover I have other senses that I can work on. She brought a packet of things and asked me whether she can eat. I was thinking to myself, stupid, I cannot see. But the very moment reactions of the 4-year-old girl was to bring my hand to her and say, you touched, you touched, you touched. I was, that very moment is very awakening for me, is I have the senses of touch, hearing, smell, and I can live independently.
As you know, dialogue keeps place in complete dark rooms, and the blind people are, of course, out of their living condition, capable, I think, to manage even being capable to manage in complete darkness. And sighted people are suddenly disabled. That means it's a reversal of roles. And out of this, let's say, creation, we can explore ourselves in a much better way, pointing out the potential of blind people on one side and giving a better understanding towards otherness. There are 4 blind spectators, and you can easily imagine, I think, that was
Before I joined, I was so embarrassed to hold a cane. I was so scared to go out, you see. I always stay at home and then I could go out. But after I joined the Dialogue in the Dark, I learned how to use the cane very, very easily, you see. And I have more confidence in myself.
And we call it Dialogue in the Dark because it's also about this dialogue. Dialogue with your guide, dialogue with the other team members, dialogue with yourself, which is totally different from the dialogue you might have outside in the world without darkness.
If you should be afraid of darkness, if you should not like it inside, just tell your guide. Your guide can bring you out at any moment of the tour, but please don't try
to find the visitor listened to a voice which is strong, which is self-confident, it is an important step to overcome their fears.
Are you nervous? I'm sure some of you are very nervous. Okay, don't worry. Maybe to soothe your nerves a bit, there will be no steps, right? No steps. Just as a blind person, I know myself, steps are the worst thing to
First, maybe 5-10 minutes, I had churning in my stomach. I thought I'm going to throw up. It's quite crippling, you know, not to be able to see when you actually depend so much on your sight. But halfway through the walk, it actually became quite peaceful. You know, you kind of start to use the rest of your senses, your smell, your hearing, and it became pretty empowering.
Dialogue in the Dark has been around for more than 20 odd years, almost 30 years. All along it has been situated or located in a museum or exhibition complex. For the first time ever, it's located in an education institution, which and we are very fortunate to have it in Ngee Ann Poly.
What is unique, and hopefully it will not remain as a unique, let's say, endeavor, is that the entire operation is managed by students. That means the combination of an educational program for social learning, employment of disabled people, and of course raising awareness towards otherness. Yeah, this is a unique combination.
We already have a pool of 17 students who are on board as the student internship management team. So they literally run the whole operations of Dialogue in the Dark, which is very different from those in overseas, which is by paid staff.
It is a very enriching experience. I'm learning something new every day, and for most of us, it's working with a visually impaired person for the first time. Very often, we kind of disregard the fact that they are actually visually impaired. So I think that teaches us a lot of lessons on tolerance, a lot of lessons on patience, and how to leverage on the strengths of the individuals and not look at their deficits.
The blind still can work in the darkness. We are not useless.
I think it's a fantastic experience. I wrote on the book that, I came here, I thought that it's just going to be a walk, but it has become a life-changing experience, and I think that everybody should actually go through this.
It will be a good educational platform for not only limited to Ngee Ann Poly students, but as well as all students in Singapore itself.